Welcome back to Garth's Graveyard Garage. Today is hopefully the big day where we finish up the engine and we get this thing to run. So let's give it a shot. Howdy and welcome back. Let me get everybody up to speed of where we are. Parts have finally started showing up, and because of the parts I ordered weren't year specific, the parts I ordered were actually newer small block 350. Now the configuration I want to do is right here. I'm going to convert this over to a Serpentine meaty belt. So we're gonna change that out. Got a new alternator, new water pump, a long neck. This one's got the mounts on it for the alternator to be on this side of the truck, whereas the alternator originally on this truck was over here. So we're gonna reconfigure this with the new harmonic balancer, new bracketry. That's gonna pop it over to that side so we can do that cool serpentine belt setup. So that's what we're gonna do. Top of that, new gas tank that we're gonna get put in the truck. We're gonna start with that first. And after we do all of the engine stuff, we got the radiator and we're just waiting on the fans, which I think they'll be here tomorrow. And this box should be, I haven't opened it up yet to make sure, but this should be the long tube headers. And hopefully they fit in here. The only part that's kind of worrying me is possibly the clutch bracket right there, the pedal assembly. I don't know if it's gonna make it around there or not, so we will find out. But let's get started first with the fuel tank. Let's get this old fuel tank out of here and pop the new one in. Getting this out of here, we'll at least be able to see more or less how damaged it is. Probably go through this video or the steps a little quicker because we got so much to try and accomplish. I don't want this video to run too long. The last one ran because it took me a long time to get the engine in by myself, and in actuality I cut I think 40 minutes out of that process of me getting it in there, so that's how long it took. All right. There's no way. Maybe. I'm gonna try and see if I can salvage that boot, but I seriously doubt it. Oh, now what's holding me up? Something rolling around in there. Hope you weren't watching on a big screen. You feel like you just fell off a roller coaster or something. All right, put some grease around this seal and see if we can get it up in there. Get these wires out of the way. Yeah, let me grab some lithium grease. See if it's gonna go. Probably the original boot. I can't believe it's still soft. Normally these things are rock hard and petrified. Alright. Somebody pulling up, taking pictures of the zombug again. It's like a daily occurrence over here. Yeah, if you ever want a lot of attention, build a monster bug. People harass you. Went in that easy. Wow. Well, that was easy. Go. Done, done, done. Now you get a new fuel cap. All right, let's figure out what we're doing next. I decided to start on the pulleys and the water pump and then the alternator bracket. So got that pulley on there so far. I'm digging that look. It's pretty awesome. So, all right, next we're going to, I already got the pulley changed over on the alternator. Silver and gold, whatever. So next we'll get the water pump on there. I need to get some bolts to mount the pulley on there, but we'll go ahead and get the water pump mounted, and then I'll see if I can track down some bolts for the water pump pulley. All right. Get this one started. Okay. There we go. Now I got to figure out that aftermarket alternator bracket and see if we can get that on there. All right, let's work on that next. All right, we're going to learn on this together because this will be the first time I've used this style. Of course, you buy these kits, they don't come with any instructions. Being that they don't come with instructions, that's how you know they're geared towards men. Because we don't need no instructions. We'll make it work. If there's any leftover bolts, those were spares. Alright. I think it's making sense. That lines up there. So alternator should sit right here. Let's find out. Let's see, that's there. Yeah, that lines up. So if that goes through there, it should be about that side. Oh, it says a little tilt to it. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Let's figure out the next piece, which should go here to here. Alright, leave that right there for right now. Looking pretty cool. So it's adjustable. There to there? Yeah, makes sense if it's closer, I guess. Oh. And Butterfingers. Let's see if that lines up. So this should be the back side, that bolt be any longer. Yeah, there we go. And then this bolt, probably should have put that washer on there. Oh well, let's see. Should go right there. Ratchet, ratchet, ratchet. What do I do with it? Oh, there's too much chrome on here, I can't tell. Okay, and just loosen that. Yeah, awesome. Dig it. Looks pretty cool. Go ahead and tighten these back up. Yeah, I was at the store earlier. Completely forgot to get the water pump pulley bolts. What is that? 1/2 inch. I don't think the wire loom is gonna reach over here, so I'll have to probably do an extension. Yeah, that's way too tight, so we'll do an extension and probably reroute that. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. The other pulley . See how the alignment looks. Perfect. We got it. Man, that looks cool. I dig it. All right. Work on that. Get that part done. I need to get the nipples for the heater hoses, but we can worry about that later. Let's get it broken first, and then we can worry about the heater, but not gonna need that anytime soon. Okay, and then the fuel line, I'll probably run it, yep, right up through here. So that works right there. Cool. Unfortunately, the long tube headers I got will not fit this truck without a lot of modifications I don't feel like doing. I kind of stuck one down in here earlier. It hits the motor mount bracket right here, and then it also hits the transmission cross member down there. So for right now, I'm just going to put the factory little funky Y exhaust manifolds back on here, and I'll have to find a different style. We'll worry about that later. For right now, I'm just going to put the exhaust manifolds back down, or back on, and then the exhaust will be shooting out the bottom. At least it won't be shooting into the side of the fender wells. So I guess I'm going to do another parts run and go get the pulley bolts for the water pump. So we'll get that done, get the belt on. The dust covers for the bell housing aren't going to be here, I don't know when. So in the meantime, at least put the starter on, get that going, and then also I think tomorrow, I believe tomorrow, the fuel level sending unit will be here, that we can get some gas in this thing and get the spark plugs hooked up and rough adjust the timing and see if we can get this thing to start up. So, all right, I'm gonna go get some bolts. It's been about 2 days, and I'm apologizing now if the audio right here is bad, because out of nowhere we just had a torrential downpour, so it's coming down real good. But anyways, I wanted to, I guess, get you up to speed on where we are. It's been, like I said, it's been 2 days. I had to attend, unfortunately, a funeral this morning, so I'm not real quite sure where we left off, but I think it was the water pump bolts. But I got those done the other day, so that kind of gives you an idea now how good it looks. I'm digging it. Some people might not like that style, but I like it. And luckily, it looks like every other part I've been waiting on has shown up at once. So we got the dust covers for the bell housing, the radiator fans from our new partner over at Alloy Works. So we're gonna check those out and see how they work. They specialize in radiators as well, but we already had a radiator, so I told them not to send me one. I didn't want to waste their time or money sending me an extra product. So we'll see if it mounts to the radiator I do have. And I think that's it. One of the last pieces I do need to get is the breather. I need to get like a Edelbrock or some kind of fancy air cleaner to put on top of it. But let's go ahead and unbox the cooling fans and the shroud, and we'll see if they're going to mount up to the radiator we got. So let's check it out. Okay, let's see what they sent us. Oh, the bolts came out. Hopefully they're still. One, two, three, four. Well, I hope we're not missing anything. There's three, probably missing a bolt. And the rain just stopped. Let's see what we got in here. It's going to be our thermostat, fuses, wire connectors, and harness. Cool. Well, minus missing a bolt, which I might have. This looks pretty cool. Well, there's a washer. Oh, there. Looks like there was a bag. Yeah, it got popped open. Only one lock washer survived. Okay, so far, only complaint. Well, that might have been a bolt. Okay. I'll make this easier. The other bolt. All right. So it looks like all we're missing is 3 lock washers. Nice. All right, yeah, these are dual fan setup from our new partners at Alloy Works. And I'm going to post a link in the description to their website, and if you use this coupon code, you get a discount from us. So check them out. Okay, let's get the radiator and see if this thing's gonna mount up. Huh, looks like the bolt pattern actually might match up too. Look at that. Didn't even come from them, but the bolt pattern actually matches. I don't know if that's a standard thing or is it that bolt size? Yeah, gotta figure out which bolt size that is. Yeah, it's gonna be much smaller. It's probably metric. That's probably too big. Yep. Maybe that size. All right, so it's that size. All right. Well, so far so good. I'm digging it. Let's get them down in the truck and see what we're working with. Yeah. It's my favorite part, I think. When you're doing something like this, you slowly see it start coming to life. Sweet. Okay, I'll take a break and cool off for a minute because it's like 90 degrees in here. And we are back. I took a break, came back, and I went ahead, got the starter put in, fixed the wiring that was all melted. I hopefully got it in the right spot. I think I do. I got the power side of the distributor hooked up. So I think what we're gonna do real quick, I think everything's good. We're going to hook the battery up. And we're gonna see if this starter is gonna turn over this engine for the first time. I don't have any of the electronics hooked up. All right, without further ado, let's turn the key and see if it turns over. Okay, that should be neutral. It's turning. See if we got any. Where's the oil pressure? Where's the oil pressure gauge? Is that it? Oh, probably don't work. I hooked it up. Let's see if there's any oil in the line. It's hard to tell. Oh, let's turn it over some more. All right. Oh, that belt's about to come off of there. I have to adjust that or see if it's off-centered or that pulley. Oh, you know what? I have to check that pulley. Yeah, I have to see what's going on here. Looks like something might be out of alignment, maybe. Yeah, I'll have to check that. Oh, actually it looks like the alternator needs to go up some. All right, we'll have to figure that part out one step at a time. Nothing feels hot, everything feels good. Okay. I'd love to see if there was any oil getting up in there. None on the ground. All right, we're almost there. I need to hose clamp the fuel hoses. I still need to hook up the rubber hose from the line to the tank, and then we'll get some gas, put it in the tank, make sure it's drawing, and yeah, that'll be probably our project for tomorrow. It's already starting to get late outside. I gotta attend to the kiddo. She's got her first field trip tomorrow. So she's all excited. It'll be her first time on a school bus, because she's, I take her to school and pick her up every day, so she's never been on a school bus, so she's excited. That will be her first time to a zoo. So she gets to go to the big city of San Antonio and go check out some animals. So I'll tune back in tomorrow, again for you in a few seconds, and we'll work on getting the rest of this done, and I'm gonna check the charge on this battery. Sounds like it might have a draw on it, but it's probably this, the engine. I mean, it's gonna be tight, not to mention there's probably hints of rust in there that'll break loose. So we just need to get some oil pressure and get this thing to fire up, and then we'll see what happens. And it's a few days later. I don't know where I left off. I have no idea. I've been chasing gremlins all over this truck because I was sitting there turning the starter to pump up some oil pressure, and then out of nowhere, no signal to starter. Not to mention this starter was real sluggish and killing batteries. So I returned the starter thinking it was just a dud, and got a high torque starter, and got it on here. Came back, hit the key, still nothing. Also put a bigger amp battery on here since this engine is still very tight. So yeah, I spent about 5 hours tracing wires all over this truck, and ended up being something stupid. Ended up being the amp gauge in the dash. They wired it in the main circuit, and so yeah, it was, as soon as you put any kind of draw on it, it was just killing all power. So I bypassed the amp gauge, and now everything works. And let me show you where we're at. Got an air cleaner for it. Of course, I got it off right now because we're going to try and start this thing. I ended up having to go get some custom wires because the other ones were too short and we're going to be hitting. I just need to get some clips to organize the wires. Got that. Shortened the spacer shaft on the alternator. Got it kicked back. It's right on the edge, but I think we'll be all right. I don't have the right temp sensor to kick the fans on. So for right now, I've got the hole plugged with the other sensor, and I've got the fans wired to where if I touch we've got fans. So once this thing, hopefully, if it starts, I've already got coolant in it, or well, very low mixture of coolant, mainly water, because once this flushes for a while, we're gonna drain it and do it right. So I think, yeah, I think now's the time we see if this thing's gonna start. So I'm gonna set you guys up to watch, and I've got the timing more or less at 0. We'll fine tune it once it starts, pull out the timing light and everything. And all right, let's see what happens. Oh, I did put gas in the tank, and it is pumping, so we're good there. Let's see if this thing's squirting. Yep. All right, let's see where we're at. So much easier with 2 people. All right, let's make sure we're getting the spark before we continue this. Hopefully I can see this from the truck. I really need to get a remote start switch. Okay, well, you do have spark. I saw that from inside the truck. Let's see, let's go. Come on. I think the distributor's moving. Let me tighten it down a little bit. That should be better. Set it back that way a little bit. Wish I had some starter fluid. Oh. Go backwards, advance it a little bit. Try setting it directly level or parallel and see what that does. I'm getting somewhere. It's firing, trying to. Let's go a little bit further. Come on, baby. We're close. He's trying. Oh, and I did pop the valve covers to make sure we got oil, and the oil pressure gauge actually started working in the truck. So it's pumping up to 40. Okay, just went to the store because this back and forth between the inside of the truck and out here messing with the distributor and stuff, not having it. So picked me up a new remote trigger, so I finally got one, and some starting fluid. So we're going to try this again. Distributor about there. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I might have to turn this idle up a little bit. Let's see. Ooh, I like the way it sounds. What do I do with the trigger? Oh. Getting gas? Yeah, I think so. Let's see. I don't even know if this has ever been set. half, 1, half, 2, half. Half, 1, half, 2, half. Well, there you have it. It lives. I do have an oil leak. I can't tell if it's the front seal or the oil pan. I just noticed it was throwing some oil out. And other than that, it sounds fantastic. I don't know where my temperature gun is, so I can't check the accurate temperature of what this thing's running. According to the gauge, it's running a little warm. It's not overheating, but it's getting there. So now that we know the engine lives, it's going to be some fine tuning and we'll go through it and figure it all out. So, all right, I guess that's going to wrap up this episode until the next one when we dig deeper and eventually go through the brakes and put new wheels, tires, and all that stuff and get this thing on the road, hopefully. So until next time, please like, subscribe, share, and check out the merch store. Added a new shirt in there, and it's pretty cool. So until the next time, we'll see you.